And welcome back to the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast. I'm your host, Forklift Certified Gambling, with my co-host,
Cam the G. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's a new week. We're back in the NFC. This week we're in the South. What are we thinking?
Man, we're getting right to it. Who's going to win the NFC South this year? Bucks plus 290.
I got it earlier at plus 350, so
You got
to get it while you can. Yeah. I said earlier as in like 3 days ago on BetMGM, but we'll have to see what is updated at, plus 290 now?
Atlanta minus 145 to win the division. Bucks plus 290. Saints 550, and then Carolina 11 to 1. Yeah, it's Atlanta's division to lose. I don't think bringing in Kirk Cousins is going to win a division this bad. Baker Mayfield's still there.
Yeah, Baker's baking.
Yeah, the Bucks are still decent. They still got good defense. They got Rashad White. They still got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So I think that defense, while it is not the best unit in the division, I think it'll be their in division games enough to show up to win the division. So smash the Bucks at plus 290. If I had to ride the hype of the Bucks for just a little bit longer, I think Baker Mayfield throws for 4,000 this year. He's got the weapons around him. They're not really a run first team. Baker has just one of those arms and playmaker abilities to just sling it down the field. So plus 270 to lead the league, not to lead the league, plus 270 to throw for 4,000 yards is a smash spot. What you got, Cameron?
So all I got is Buccaneers right now. So Godwin over 850.5 yards. He was at minus 110. That seems like a smash to me. He's a perennial, every year in, year out, 1,000 yards.
Yep.
Only at 850?
Disrespectful.
What?
Disrespectful.
What? In this league? In that division?
With Baker throwing the ball?
With Baker? Come on now.
Disrespectful.
Come on now.
Disrespectful, man. So definitely smash that Chris Godwin over 1,000 or over 850. Not even for 1,000. He's going for 1,000.
That's what I'm saying. It's 850, man.
I got
Easy
another
cash.
guy that, man, everybody's just been so high on. He's just been such a disappointment other than 1 year. Kyle Pitts, man. Every year I tell myself I'm not going to draft Kyle Pitts. I'm not going to have any shares of Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts for 1,000 yards is plus 270. And just for the memes, folks, get down on it. Because if Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins somehow link up for that 1,000-yard season, we're going to be right here at the end of the season to tell you, we told you so, at plus 270. So if you want to tie some money up into probably a donation for the next 6 months, go ahead. But if it cashes, I'll be right here to tell you I told you so.
He'll be the first person to say, "Who told you?"
I told you so. Forklift Certified Gambling.
Exactly.
Make sure to hit the subscribe.
Nice word. But my last thing I got today is Mike Evans over 8.5 touchdowns. Tied second last year in touchdowns overall.
Yeah, I mean, he was a dog, had 13 touchdowns, and it's just one of those guys that every year, Mike Evans is good for about 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Sounds about right.
Sometimes you just got to have a safety net, and that safety net is Mike Evans. All right, I got two more props for y'all. One player prop and one season win total. So I'll start with the player prop. Bryce Young. Yeah, I know he was bad last year. I know he was bad. It seems like Carolina wasted a pick. But hear me out. They're only going to get better. They brought in Deontay Johnson. They still got Adam Thielen. And some of the younger guys should be able to develop that O-line. They invested, I think, like $250 million into that interior O-line. So they should be able to have some more protection this year. Bryce Young was bad last year, but it only comes up from here. So I think over 3,200.5 passing yards is a smash at minus 112.
Okay. All right. I can rock with it.
I mean, he had a bad year, but, T-Law's first year was really bad. And then the second
Everyone's got a hiccup.
Exactly. So I think it's only up from here. And
It takes about 2 years to adjust, they say.
Yeah. So, it doesn't help Bryce Young so tiny. Did you see that video of him when he came in a training camp with his backpack? He looked like a seventh grader going to class on the first day of school.
Tough times,
That's
man.
what I'm investing my money in. Yes, it might not sound good on paper, but folks, he still has the potential to be a serviceable quarterback, and I think 3,200 yards is very possible.
Sounds like you got one more thing to round it up.
Yes, sir. I got one more prop.
One more prop.
It's an under, folks, on the Saints win total, under 7.5, man. The Saints have been in salary cap hell for the last couple of years. They can never really add pieces to their team. Their draft picks always kind of go unsung. They drafted Kool-Aid McKinstry, so I'm high on him. Him and Marshawn Lattimore might be a fun secondary to watch, but I don't think they get to 8 wins in this division. I think they're going to be... Their ceiling is about 7 wins, and their floor is 4. So I think the Saints have a dumpster fire of a year, and hopefully Dennis Allen gets out of there. Hopefully they start turning around, because this ain't the year for Nola. So under 7.5 at plus 100. Plus 100 is what really got me. So under 7.5, New Orleans win total.
I like it. I like it.
Well, this has been the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast, man. I'm your host, Forklift Certified Gambling, with my co-host
Cam the G. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for
what y'all
tuning
doing?
in, man.
Come on now,
Give us a like, comment, subscribe, do all the things down below. If you want to shit talk us and say that we had bad takes, go ahead. If you want to gluck us for real and then tell us that you're trailing, I'm all for it, man. So please let us know. We're the Forklift Certified Gambling, man. You know, Forklift Certified Gambling. Cam the G, executive producer mode in the background.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, man. Peace.
Doses.